once said that you can't go home again. But they lacked vision. And a temporal discombobulator.
What's up everybody, Atticus here. So today I want to cover exactly what I plan on doing for Classic WoW. I've been getting a lot of people asking me how I'll be leveling and how I'm going to go about achieving my goals at endgame, so I figured I should lay it all out and maybe it'll help you out with your plans. First off, we obviously have to consider taking time off work. I've been planning this for a very long time. Basically from the time I started my current job, I was upfront and honest with my boss when I let him know that I have something going on and I would need 2 weeks off, but I didn't know the exact dates yet. And he was actually cool with it, so that worked out in my favor. And of course, during this time, before Classic comes out, I've been stashing away money so when I do take time off, I won't fall behind with bills or anything. Now that I have the time off secured, I had to begin the planning process. If you don't know this about me, I'm really into fitness and being healthy, so a primary concern for me is not letting me slip too far off my fitness goals during this time, so I've taken time to set up a workout plan that I can do from home when I'm on flight paths or auto running for long distances. Alongside that, I've put together a diet that will help with brain function and overall health while not going too high on the calories, but also allowing myself to enjoy some cheat food and not be miserable during the grind. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a video covering the entire diet and exercise plan. Class selection for me is a no-brainer. I'm obviously going to go Orc Warrior. There is no other class that I would even consider playing as my main in any iteration of WoW. Even when Warriors weren't the strongest in other expansions, I still felt no greater sense of accomplishment than finding a way to make the class work, and winning anything PvP related would just make it worth so much more. But in Classic, that's definitely not the case. Warriors excel in every aspect of the game. They can most certainly be top tier DPS in PvE. They are the classic WoW tank, and can be a straight up god in PvP if played properly. But still, the warrior to me is more than just being the defaulted best at everything. Being a warrior resonates with me in so many ways. On the front line and protecting those who can't protect themselves, and being able to withstand so much torment while also dishing it out, correlates directly with my mindset in real life. As far as leveling goes, my original plan was to level as fast as I possibly could, but now I've shifted from that and want to take it just a little bit slower and enjoy the process a bit more. Now don't get me wrong, I still fully intend on pushing it to the limit, but instead of just focusing on doing everything strictly solo and not doing group content, I plan on getting all the quests I can for each dungeon and doing them once. It will obviously help with keeping my gear relevant and smooth out some of the downtime when I'm lacking quests and the only option would be grinding. I think the only dungeon I will end up doing more than once will be Scarlet Monastery Armory for all the awesome gear it drops. To this day, Harad's Shoulder, Raging Berserker Helm, and the whole Scarlet set are still one of my favorite sets. To me, that set represents a rite of passage comparable to Whirlwind Axe for warriors, so getting that is a must. I may end up doing the other SM dungeons more than once as well, just for the fact of doing them, just because I enjoy them so much, but other than that, I will mostly be questing and grinding, and like I said, I don't plan on speed leveling as hard as I possibly can, but I still intend on going full poop sock and maintaining an above average pace to get me ahead of the pack and minimize the competition I will have for quest mobs and world PvP. Obviously, I love world PvP, but there is a time and place for everything, and considering there aren't any ranks or rewards available at the start, the only reason to kill people would be just to be a jerk, and all that is going to do is cause them to gank me and slow my leveling down. So once I'm max level and I'm mostly geared out, then I can go be a jerk. And for professions, I'm kind of going to be all over the place, but it'll work out. While leveling, you need to save as much gold as you can to get your mount at 40, so I'm going to go skinning and mining. Skinning is obviously easy to level, but the market will be flooded, so I'll probably just vendor everything up until thick or heavy leather, and then I'll start posting it on the auction house. By taking skinning while leveling, it makes it so every beast you kill is essentially just dropping extra money. Mining is the only other option for the way I'm going to do things. Leveling mining is actually pretty easy if you do it right. The problem most people run into with mining is that they get to a point where the nodes they are mining are green and it starts to become difficult to get points, specifically at the beginning with copper nodes because there isn't anything else you can mine, so a lot of people fall behind once tin veins start to be around, but it's super simple. All you have to do is hoard your copper until you have 100 saved up, and at that point you can start smelting it, and it will push you all the way to 65 mining, and you can start hitting tin veins basically right when you run into them. Once I hit max level, I'm going to drop skinning and level blacksmithing to max. Being a blacksmith as a warrior really fits the theme to me, and when I do make the gear that I'll need, I really want to have my name on it just because I'm weird like that. I also want to be one of the first people on my server to get good plans like Lionheart Helm and whatnot, but once I have blacksmithing maxed, I'm going to farm up all the mats I need to level engineering, drop mining, and then max out engineering. I know this means I won't be able to farm ore for gold, but there are plenty of other ways to farm, so I'm not really worried about it. As far as a guild goes, my plan is to lead a guild with a few friends of mine, and from there, the strategy is to raid and get as much gear as we can before Phase 2 drops. I will be raiding as Two-Handed Fury DPS. I've spent most of my time in the past tanking in raids, and obviously the tank doesn't get priority on DPS gear, and considering my primary focus has and always will be PvP, being a DPS will get me the gear I need to be most effective in PvP. Being the GM of a guild to me means being responsible. I want to be the one that people look to when they need help or have a problem. I want to be responsible for our guild's progression in both PvP and PvE. I want to be responsible for the good and the bad. After the ranking system is released, the majority of my friends and I will start grinding rank and pushing for better PvP gear. We still intend on clearing all the raid content each week, but our free time will mostly be spent ranking in world PvP until BGs are released. See, rank 14 is unfinished business for me. The entire reason I started playing WoW in the first place was because I saw High Warlords and Grand Marshals absolutely demolishing people, and it was a goal I had for a long time. But sadly, I never got the chance to see that goal to the end. So, as I get closer to rank 14, I'm going to be slowly shifting from raiding to full-time PvPing. By that time, my job's busy season will be over, and I intend on taking at least a full month off of work and pushing to rank 14. Overall, my focus is to PvP as hard as I can, but also help my friends and guildies accomplish their goals. Later iterations of the game took us away from the social aspect and made us forget that this game is about community, getting along with each other, and helping out the fellow gamer. And I want to be an example of that and do my part to spark life back into the gaming world. So I implore you to do the same and help me make this game and community as good as it used to be. Some of my plans may seem extreme, but this game and the ranking system is something I fell in love with a long time ago, and it was ripped away from me with no hope of it returning. And now that we have the chance to do it all again, I'm going to do everything in my power to accomplish every single one of my goals. This is a huge moment in history for everyone involved. No matter what happens, whether they decide to roll out new Fresh Start servers down the road or bring out TBC and Wrath servers, nothing will ever compare to this moment we are about to experience. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Maybe some of my plans mesh up with yours, or maybe I helped you smooth out some of your own. Now once Classic comes out, I'll be streaming exclusively on Twitch, so make sure you follow me. I'll leave a link in the description. Also, like the video, comment down below, drop me a sub and ring the bell so you get notifications when I post new videos. And until next time, stay strong and stay hungry. See ya!